It's time now for Tiger Talk with Stan Stevens and head baseball coach Tony Edwards here on 1340 and 95.7 KSMO.
Welcome to Tiger Talk. Stan Stevens, Coach Tony Edwards. Coach Salem Tigers made the long trip down to Thayer. Thayer took advantage of every single thing that Mr. Crocker gave to him. I tell you what, didn't give much, but a walk turns into a run. There was an error in there. A couple of hard hit balls ended up with another run. But Coach, he pitched another whale of a game for you. Unfortunately, the Tiger bats were absolutely silent against Thayer.
Yeah, they certainly were, Stan. Like you said, Crocker, he threw a pretty good game. Not his best stuff, but was able to keep us in the ball game. He always does a terrific job of, painting the corner, keeping the ball down. He had a couple pitches in an inning or two where he, kind of left the curveball up a little bit and, kind of let the fastball get away from him, and they tagged him for a couple hits, but. Yeah, when you make a couple of costly errors like that against a team, they're certainly going to take advantage of it, and Thayer did that. So, yeah, very disappointed in the result for sure. When you out-hit your opponent 7-3, I believe, or whatever it was, and lose 4-1, it's a hard pill to swallow. So, yeah, it's something we're just going to have to try to keep working on. It seems like we talk about all the time, but it's something that needs to be addressed. We got to find a way to put the baseball in play, no matter the speed for the pitcher. So we'll see what happens.
We've talked about it before, Coach. We only had 3 guys get hits. Trey Richter had 2, Cade Moody had 2, Roy Stevens had 3. You had opportunities where you had guys at second and third, a guy at third base with less than 2 out. Could not get that run in on any of those opportunities, Coach. You left 10 guys on base. So that key hit that we talked about earlier in the season, it's still just not there.
It's still not. Yeah, you're correct. And that's something we talk all the time. We practice with it. We address it and we talk about it daily. That we've left so many guys on base this year. We're finding ways to get guys on, but we're not finding ways to get that key 2-out hit or take advantage of second, third, less than 2 outs and moving the runners. So yeah, it's frustrating. It's as a coach and a player for sure. But it's something that we've just got to try to learn from and try to push forward and work on, keep driving that baseball and moving those runners, because like I said, it's frustrating to say the least.
And you're going to be at it with 4 games this week, Coach. 4 games. When you start talking about getting ready, obviously, for district play, you're not that far away from that either. About 3 weeks or so when you finally start really knowing that the districts is upon you. But 4 games this week, you don't have a lot of time to rest, and you're going to start it out today with an SCA opponent in Mountain View.
Yeah, there's a lot of baseball in the next few weeks for sure. Like I said, we have 4 games. We got Mountain View Labor today, and St. Clair Tuesday, and Grove Thursday, and Plato Friday. So, yeah, we got a lot of baseball coming up, and we've got to find a way to rattle the bats and take advantage of the runners in scoring position and try to get some momentum. Going into the districts coming up here pretty soon. So, yeah, our pitching, like I said, it's kept us in it, but in order to win a ball game, we've got to score a few runs. So that's something we got to start doing right now, and hopefully we can get it going against Mountain View.
What can we expect to see from the Mountain View Liberty Eagles, Coach?
They're a pretty good ball club. They're consistent. They've got a few decent pitchers. They're from other people I've talked to. They put the ball in play, and they try to. They're not afraid to do a lot of hitting and running and things to try to force the D to make errors, and that's something we've got to try and be on our toes with today. And coach down there, he does a terrific job of keeping the ball game. He never quits, and it seems like every time we play Mountain View, it's always a good close game. I think last year they had quite a few errors the game that we played against them last year, so we took advantage of that last year. But it's going to be one of those games that's going to be hard-fought battle to the end. So if we're going to get a chance to win that game today, we're going to definitely have to hit the baseball.
We've both seen some of those games before. We've seen great pitching matchups, 2-1 games, and then we've seen just these crazy 12-11 games. Coach, you just never know at Mountain View what you're going to get.
No, that's definitely not. It's one of those situations where I know. I was telling somebody the other day, we went down to Mountain View years back, and I think there was a 4-3 ball game, and they'll come to our place and wound up being like an 8-6, and I think last year was like 11-5 or something. So yeah, it kind of goes in spurts, but Mountain View's pretty decent ball club nonetheless, and I look for them to hit the baseball today and try to keep the ball down on us and take advantage of some of our struggles, and that's our errors that we have in the field. So that's something we need to clean up today and play good, clean baseball and put the ball in play when it counts the most.
All right, Coach. The very best of luck today against the Mountain View Liberty Eagles. Good luck, Coach.
All right, Stan. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Stay tuned. Tiger Baseball. It is next.
That has been Tiger Talk with Salem head baseball coach Tony Edwards. And now, Salem Tiger Baseball on KSMO and KSMO Media.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire. Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where are you going?
Relationships. It's not just being on a first-name basis. It's a partnership built on trust. This is Scott Ball, president of the Bank of Salem. Since 1883, the Bank of Salem has been serving our local community with a kind of personal service and professionalism that builds relationships. We've earned the trust of our customers with over a century of strength and stability, never once changing our name or compromising customer service. Stop by one of our 2 locations in Salem, visit our website, or download our free mobile app. The Bank of Salem, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Welcome to this KSMO Media broadcast of Salem Tiger Baseball. Today's game is brought to you by K&H Auto Supply, Salem Memorial District Hospital, Farm Bureau Insurance, Bank of Salem, Napa Mooney Auto Supply, Progressive Ozark Bank, Tax Masters, Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus, Town & Country Insurance, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Edward Jones, Duncan Family Chiropractic, State Farm Insurance, Salem Trust, Southtown Furniture, Stephen Patterson, Attorney at Law, Townscreen, LLC, Living the Dream Outdoor Properties, Elwood Real Estate, Dent County Vet Clinic, Aligned by Design Health Center, Hometown Mechanical, Healthy Dent County, Ozark Overhead Door. And now get ready for Salem Tiger Baseball.
Welcome to Salem High School Baseball Field Complex and another Salem Tiger game today. A little breezy afternoon, the wind blowing out to left field, but not that windy to where it catapult the ball out of the ballpark. But definitely it could be an effect out there in left center or in left field. Mountain View Liberty comes to town to take on the Salem Tigers. Tigers struggling a little bit now, 3-9 on the season, 1-3 in the SCA. They're trying to rectify the situation after a big win over Kabul here last week. Here's the starting lineup for Mountain View Liberty, and they will have Jade Anderson on the mound, and he'll be caught by Gavin Reese. First baseman will be Hoyt Lehman. At second base, Titus Jester. Third baseman will be Cal Acklin. At shortstop, Parker Holden. Eli Moore in center. Lucas Frazier in left. And in right field, it'll be Wyatt Honeycutt. For the Salem Tigers, Caden DuBois will get the start on the mound. He'll be caught by Hayden Sanders. Owen Hamilton at first base. Roy Stevens at second. Blake Edwards at third. Shortstop, Treathen Richter. In center field, Cade Moody. Carson Barrett in left. And Cash Howard out in right. Hitting lineup will be Gavin Reese leading it off with Cal Acklin to follow. Parker Holden. Then Jaden Anderson batting fourth. Hoyt Lehman at the fifth spot. Eli Moore batting sixth. Noah Hendricks in the DH spot. He'll be batting seventh. Titus Jester. And then Lucas Frazier batting ninth. We're getting ready for the national anthem. We're going to go ahead and take a 90-second break and come back. This is Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
I'm Dr. Tiffany Bland with Salem Memorial District Hospital.
Recently, there have been many changes within our local clinics and hospitals, and you may find yourself looking for a new provider for your children. At SMDH, we would like to reach out to the community to let you know that we do see patients of all ages. Most of our providers are family practice, which means that we have been trained to see well-child visits as well as sick visits. Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
Duncan Family Chiropractic provides chiropractic care to everyone from newborn to elderly. Dr. Duncan treats wellness, sports injuries, chronic ear infections, pregnancy, and more. Ask Dr. Duncan about your full line of supplements, including Juice Plus and standard processed supplements, as well as pain relief, BioFreeze products.
If you have the audacity to believe a financial advisor should talk with you, not at you.
If you believe access to your financial advisor should be a right, not a privilege.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and ThinkTime make a difference.
Join us.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
In the field, William Ohms, and behind the plate, Mr. Billy Cruson.
Great afternoon for baseball here in Salem. If you have an opportunity, you may want to come on out and watch the contest. A little bit on the breezy side, and also, but nothing but sunshine. No clouds around, not a cloud out there that we can see. So it should be an outstanding afternoon. Caden DuBois warming up with Hayden Sanders right now as the Tigers throw the ball around the infield. Don't forget, we'll be giving away another stadium blanket and all of our KSMO video streams. It's courtesy of State Representative Ron Copeland. And the stadium blanket secret word will be given out in the third inning. We'll be giving you that, or the code, or the keyword, or call it whatever you wish. Just be listening in on the radio side or on our KSMO stream. And when you see that, just go to our website, ksmoradio.com. Up in the far right corner, you'll see that bag that holds your stadium blanket. Just click on it. There's a small little form there. It wants to know your name, how to get in touch with you, and what that keyword is for today. We'll tell you that in the third inning. Meantime, Salem Tigers in their white uniforms with the Carolina blue jerseys with the white caps on the shoulders and a navy blue stripe underneath the word Salem on the front. Also, the Mountain View Liberty Eagles have gray pants on today with their red jerseys. They are trimmed in white with the black numbers. They also have more of the knicker pants for most of them, and they have the socks with the red, white, and blue piping on them. The non-stirrup socks. I always loved my stirrups. I love stirrups. That was great. You don't see that anymore. It's just so classic. So Gavin Reese will stand in to face Caden DuBois, ready to get this one underway on this Monday afternoon. Don't forget, taxes are due tomorrow if you haven't got them in yet. So throw that out there right now before you get too involved in the ball game. If you're still working on them, get her done. Nothing else to say about it. All right, Reese at the plate. He'll be doing the catching today. Tigers straightaway infield and outfield for Gavin Reese, and the 0-1 comes home, and a pop fly right side out of play. Field is in excellent shape. After the rains on Saturday, dried up nicely with all the winds we had yesterday. Reese with an 0-2 count gets back in. Right-handed batter with an open stance. A pitch, swing and a miss on a high fastball. DuBois blows it by him, and the first strikeout of the game is against Gavin Reese. Cal Ackland will stand in. Cal will be playing third base today. The Acklands, we've all known them. They've been around, seems like Mountain View, for the last 20 years. I think Cal is the last one in that line. Right-handed batter wiggles that bat. Grounds one up the middle. Big hop to Trey Richter. He has it. Throws the first high and over the head of Hamilton for a careless error. Trey had all kinds of time and then threw the ball way over the head of Hamilton. No chance for Owen to get it. Ball went off the fence. And Ackland could not advance. E6. Talking with Coach Edwards, can't keep giving teams 4 or 5 outs an inning. That was a big hop. There's no reason to rush that one. Runner going, throw, pitches low, throw down. There's in time, and he is out. Perfect throw by Sanders. One hopped it to Trey Richter, who put down the tag. 2-6 on the putout. And that erases that error. I think he called it a ball. I didn't see the arm go up. Pitch to Holden, swing and a miss. We'll find out in a second. 1-1. We were right. It's always good to be right. 2 down quickly here in the first inning as Holden waits. The 1-1, swing and a miss. Du Bois pitched a good game down at Willow Springs, ended up on the losing side of a 4-2 game. And the 1-2 comes home. A little bit high with that fastball. Holden will be playing shortstop today. Tall, lean, lanky youngster. Batting from the right side on top of that plate. Semi-deep in the box. That curveball is high. Caden didn't come over top and follow through it. It fell stuck high in the air. 3-2 the count. The next one. Strike 3 call on the outside edge. Right at the letters. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Caden Du Bois. And we played 1/2 of an inning. It's Mountain View with no runs, no hits, an error, man out stealing, and nobody left. We've played a half inning. No score. Back in a minute. This is Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
Every project is different, which is why Salem Truss uses modern engineering software to design, then construct quality trusses for your home, barn, or business. The size of the job doesn't matter, but the quality of the work does, which is why Salem Truss will deliver their trusses anywhere. Proud to support the Salem community, they're open Monday through Thursday from 7:30 to 4:30 and Friday from 7:30 until 11. For more information, call Salem Truss at 729-9276. There's a one-hop for somebody. We go to the bottom of the first inning. No score as going to the hill for Mountain View will be Jaden Anderson. Anderson, a tall right-hander. He'll be caught, I should say. His catcher will be Gavin Reese. At first base, Hoyt Lehman. At second base, Titus Jester. At third base, Cal Ackland. And at shortstop, Parker Holden. In left field, Lucas Frazier. Out in center field, it'll be Eli Moore. And in right field, it'll be Wyatt Honeycutt. Trey Richter will lead things off for the Salem Tigers. Caden Du Bois averted that error problem by having Ackland thrown out trying to steal. Tomorrow's Salem Tigers will be at St. Clair to face the Bulldogs. 4:30 start time. We'll be there to bring it to you here on KS. Tomorrow, varsity only game tomorrow now, so no JV game tomorrow at St. Clair. 4:30 start time at St. Clair. So again, that's tomorrow. Then on Thursday, we'll be back home to face Mountain Grove. In another KSMO media game. Glad you're with us, whether you're watching on KSMOradio.com, which is our Twitch account, our KSMO Stream Facebook page, our KSMO YouTube. Glad you're streaming with us. Or on the radio side, KSMO Radio AM 1340 or FM 95.7. The pitch comes to Richter. Curve in for a strike. Richter had a couple of hits down at Thayer on Thursday. Tigers just couldn't put the hits together. Pitch, a fastball, just missed outside. 1-1 a count. They give Trey a little room on that left side and play him just to pull slightly. A pitch, a swing and a miss. Took his head out of there. Maybe took a little bit off that one. Trey out in front. 1-2. Pitch comes home. Fastball down and in. 2-2. Richter, Caden Moody, and Caden DuBois, the top three in the order for the Salem Tigers. Here comes a pitch from Anderson, coming home. Swing and a foul tip. Just stayed alive. Reese just could not hang on. Ball hit him, and he bobbled it, and the ball fell to the ground. The 2-2 on the way. Swing and a foul back to the screen. Richter wears number 2. He's playing shortstop today. Little breezy afternoon here at Salem. The 2-2 coming home. That fastball is way high. 3-2. Reese behind the plate almost just stood up and took that one about head high. 3-2 pitch, curve, and a little pop fly on the infield. Called for and caught by Parker Holden. He's at shortstop, 1 out. Ball right off the end of the bat by Richter. Took a little something off there. Again, Trey got out in front. So Caden Moody had a couple of hits down at there as well. Unfortunate thing for Salem, Caden had his first hits in the first and third inning, while Richter had his hits back-to-back in the fifth and seventh inning. 1 down, to pitch low to Caden, batting from the right side. He has room in left center. That pitch is low and away. Back to the screen it goes. They play Caden to hit to right center. Infielder Ackland at third base, even with the bag. Lehman at first, about 2 steps behind it. That pitch in for a strike. Anderson seemed to get all twisted up there after the follow-through on that pitch. 2-1. 1 down here, bottom of the first inning. Pitch to Moody, high and outside. 3-1. DuBois is on deck, then Owen Hamilton. No score in this one. Pitch comes in. That's on the inside corner for a strike. Caden gets back in, deep in the box, right on top of that plate. And the 3-2 pitch coming in. Fouled it back. And Caden had a pitch to hit there and fouled it off. Pitch out over the plate. Couldn't put it straight. The 3-2 coming home. Inside corner. But off the plate. Just missed. Caden hesitated. The umpire called it a ball. It was very close to the same pitch he called a strike not moments ago. But that ball just inside, just missing. So DuBois will stand in. Moody at first base. Second baseman Jester cheating up the middle. They're looking for 2. So big hole on that right side. Time is called by the hitter. DuBois back in. Back foot on that back line. Slightly open stance. Moody is short lead at first base. Anderson from the stretch. Looks, checks, brings it. Fastball on the outside corner. Oh, 1 to count. Anderson looks in for the sign from Reese. He gets it. He checks. Long check. Pitch way high and outside with a fastball. Both the shortstop Holden and second baseman Jester about each of them 15 feet from the bag looking for that double play ball. So kind of a big hole on that left side into the shortstop's hole. And the pitch, a swing and a miss on a high fastball. 1-2. Still play to hit to right field does the center fielder Eli Moore. So there's a big hole out there in left center. Wind is blowing that way, by the way. The 1-2. Strike three call on the curve. Du Bois caught looking. First strikeout for Anderson, and Owen Hamilton will stand in. Moody walked. Du Bois called out on strikes. That was a dandy pitch by Jaden Anderson. Danced across the plate, caught the corner. 2 down, we're in the first inning. Anderson checks. Runner going, the pitch high, throw to second base is not in time, goes to center field. But Caden Moody will hang at second base. Backed up nicely by Eli Moore. Shortstop Holden with Moody sliding in. Did not knock the ball down. It got past him as well as the second baseman Jester. But no further advancement by Caden. He's in scoring position for Hamilton. 1-0 to count. Pitch by Anderson. That's a strike. 1-1. Two down. We're at the bottom of the first inning. There's no score. Anderson checks. Brings it. Ground ball right at the first baseman. He's got it, and Lehman steps on the bag. Trying to go the other way was Hamilton. Unfortunately, right at the first baseman. 3 unassisted if you're keeping score at home. No runs, no hits, no errors, a walk, 1 left. We've now played a full inning. It's Mountain View nothing, Salem nothing. We'll come back in a minute. This is Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
Your legacy. Protect it, prosper, and pass it on. Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, specializes in real estate, estate planning, probate, family law, and business law. A Salem native, Stephen Patterson provides comprehensive representation to clients throughout southern Missouri. If you need assistance, contact Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, at 573-453-2529.
Welcome back. Second inning, Salem High School Baseball Field Complex. Don't forget, Tiger fans, they're going to have that stadium blanket. You're going to be able to take that blanket home with you. And you know this weekend's supposed to get cold. We're talking 32 degrees by Saturday morning. I know. That stadium blanket might come in kind of handy. Anyway, nonetheless, the key word will be coming up in the third inning on how you can get that blanket, courtesy of State Representative Ron Copeland. It's a real nice blanket. There's a line drive, and it's going to be caught by Richter. I think he went as high as he could go. Trayden kept drifting back, and he made the catch. Line out to the shortstop by Anderson, 1 down. Kind of got that one off the fist. Trey Richter scooted back a couple of steps, reached up, and just able to get it in the webbing. Hoyt Lehman will stand in. 1 down here in the second inning. The pitch coming to Hoyt. A little bit low and outside. Wind continues to blow out to left center. The 1-0 comes home and a foul down the left field line. Cardinal baseball on its way right after this one here on KSMO AM 1340 FM 95.7. We'll be at St. Clair tomorrow, 4:30 for a varsity game only. That's tomorrow on KSMO Radio. Big hop to Richter, knocks it down, picks it up, no play. Ball took a bad hop on Trey. Had it, dropped it, tried to pick it up, couldn't. And the man reaches Lehman on the air. They've been able to field that cleanly. Been an easy play with the ball kind of looked like it rolled up his glove arm. And Eli Moore stands in. 1 on, 1 out. Moore playing center field. Right-handed batter deep in the box. The pitch comes and a swing and a miss. Caden DuBois with a couple of strikeouts. Moore waits. DuBois checks. Brings it inside and low. Dancing back to second base was Lehman. 1-1, one down. Second inning action. Salem High School Baseball Field Complex. DuBois brings it in. A swing and a foul. 1-2. Tigers pretty much straight away in the outfield for this hitter. Noah Hendricks, their DH, is on deck. Lady Tigers are playing at home today as well. Playing Mountain Grove, I believe. The 1-2 curve high. 2-2. Halfway through the month of April, we're only like 3 weeks away from districts for the ladies. It's not that far away. And a high fly ball foul way down the left field line beyond the batting cages. Ball got up in the wind and kind of blew an extra 20, 30 feet. Eli Moore, where's number 14 on his back, gets back in. Mountain View Liberty Eagles, the guest today here at Salem. And the 2-2 comes home. Ooh, just low. 3-2. Aiden Sanders held it there. He did not get the call from the umpire. Moore waits. Here it comes. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. That might be, too. Richter out at second. Throw to first. That's a double play. Richter played it himself, got the big hop at shortstop, took one step back, got on the bag, followed through with his throw to second base, 6-3 double play, and that retires the side. No runs, no hits, an error, and nobody left. We've now played an inning and a half. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Mountain View nothing, Salem nothing. Back in a minute. This is Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
Your surprisingly great rates? Contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
With tax season fast approaching, you might have some questions that you need answered. If so, give the Tax Masters a call. They have over 40 years of experience and can handle all types of accounting services plus certified e-filing. Don't ever let yourself be a slave to the IRS. Come and see Jackie or Beth at Tax Masters located at 107 West 4th Street here in Salem or call 729-3001.
When I was playing, I didn't want to play it, but when you got to work and then try and follow, that's all. All right, we go to the bottom of the second inning. Roy Stevens, who was 3 for 3 against Thayer the other day, including a double. He waits. The pitch comes in. There's a high fly ball to left field. That might just get over his head. It didn't look like it was. Didn't get up high in the air. That was a good line drive hit by Roy Stevens. I thought if it got any kind of wind current underneath it, it might get over the head of Lucas Frazier. That ball was almost right at him. Ball was hit well by Roy. Hayden Sanders at the plate. Thought it might take off. It just didn't. And Sanders at the plate waits. Right-handed batter. That fastball's high and away. Well, I'll say this. Roy Stevens' stroke right now looks really good. Hope we can keep that up. Sanders waits. The pitch from Anderson. That's a strike outside corner. Ackland a step or so in front of the bag at third. Everybody else straight away. Sanders waits. Here comes the pitch. That's low and away. Back to the screen it goes. Great afternoon for baseball. Somewhat small crowd here today on a beautiful sunny afternoon. The 2-1 coming home, a swing and a miss, 2-2. A little breeze today. It will be a little bit breezy tomorrow as well, maybe even a little bit breezier than today. And then Thursday may have a little rain associated with it. We'll keep you posted on that. In the meantime, 3-2 is our count. One down, Hayden Sanders at the plate. He waits. Jaden Anderson, the sign, brings it. Fouled straight back. Again, we hope you're watching or listening, whichever way it might be. And don't forget about wonderful stadium blanket courtesy of Ron Copeland. We're telling you all about that as we go along today. A curveball, and he is out. Dandy curveball by Anderson. Nothing that Hayden could do. Cash Howard will stand in. Howard playing right field today, gets in from the left side. Jaden Anderson, the big, tall right-hander, brings it on in. Curveball outside, ball one. Howard waits. That one's in the dirt. Salem at St. Clair tomorrow, varsity game only, then back home on Thursday for Mountain Grove. .430 the times of those games. Pitch to Howard, that's low. Tigers also have a game scheduled at Plato on Friday, 4:30 there. KSMO will not be covering that game, and it's Military Appreciation Day at Plato. Strike. 3-1 to Cash Howard. Blake Edwards would be next. Pitch from Anderson. There's a swing and a miss. Good swing by Cash. Next one coming to Howard. That's low. And it's ball four. 2-out walk. Blake Edwards will stand in. Blake playing third base today. Edwards stands in from the right side. The pitch. Fastball high. Big hole in that right side. Again, Jester cheating up the middle. With 2 down, he doesn't need to cheat as much. But he's giving a big hold over there. Pitch inside, 2-0. Barrett would be next. 2 down, man at first base. That's Cash Howard. Anderson shakes off Reese. Ready from the stretch. Brings it home. Nice curveball. Just caught the outside corner. 2-1 to count. Howard had thought about taking a base. That would have been a perfect pitch to go on, but he did not go. Short lead by Cash. Jaden Anderson pauses, brings it home. Swing and a miss. Blew it right past Blake Edwards on a high fastball. 2-2, 2 down. No score in this one. Mountain View and Salem battling the pitch. Curveball almost hit him. And it's 3-2. For Mountain View, it'll be the bottom three in their order. Hendricks, Jester, and Frazier. See what Edwards can keep this one alive. The 3-2 pitch, stepping off, is the pitcher, Anderson. Saw something he did not like. He's back in. Short lead by Howard going. The pitch, a swing and a miss on ball 4 up and in. And Edwards goes down on strikes. Third strikeout for Anderson in this contest. Salem gets a walk. So no runs, no hits, no errors, a walk, just like in the first inning, and 1 left. Salem is left 2, but we have no score after 2 innings. We'll come back in 1 minute. This is Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
Terrell Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center in Salem. They offer full-service oil changes as well as $2 discounts on Tuesdays for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Citizen Day. Plus, Terrell Complete Auto Care can take care of all your auto and diesel repair needs. They offer free pickup and delivery in town. James and Sheena and the staff of Terra Complete Auto Care are proud to support the Salem Tigers.
This is Mike Elliott from Town & Country Insurance. As an independent agent, we shop many different companies, allowing us to find the best value for our clients. Town & Country Insurance has been serving South Central Missouri since 1963. We have offices in Salem, Rolla, Licking, and Mountain Grove, and would welcome an opportunity to show you what we can do for you. Stop by 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank, or you can call our office at 729-6624.
Let's go to the third innings. Nothing happening in this one. No hits by either team. A couple of walks given to the Salem Tigers, a couple of errors given to Mountain View. Both of their runners, though, have been erased. One trying to steal, one on a double play. Caden DuBois brings it home on a swing and a miss by Noah Hendricks. He's the DH. Left-handed batter waiting. DuBois brings it in next. There's a chopper towards second. And Roy has it. Stevens over to first in time. One down. Ball not hit very hard. And Titus Jester will stand in. Titus also left-handed batter. Right on top of that plate, wiggling that bat. The pitch comes in. A pop foul off to the left side. That's going to go out of play. Puts a dent into the metal roof on top of the bathrooms and storage area. Kind of like that hail did out in Vienna this past weekend. Wow. Baseball-sized hail. I can't even imagine. The 0-1 comes in. There's a chopper right back to Caden DuBois. He has it. Flip over to Hamilton in time. 1-3 on the putout, and Lucas Frazier will stand in. Lucas playing left field today. Two down here, nothing shaking for Mountain View. Couple of fairly weak ground balls. Two down here in the third, a pitch up and in to Lucas Frazier by Caden DuBois. Edwards right at the edge of the lip here at Salem. Right where the grass meets the dirt. The pitch comes in. That's a fastball for a strike. Tigers straight away for this hitter, and not very deep. Pitch, fastball for a strike to make it 1-2. Hamilton playing deep at first, while Edwards plays right at the edge of the grass. A pitch, strike three call. Took a little something off. That ball caught the inside corner. Third strikeout for DuBois in the game, and down in order goes Mountain View. 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the third inning. No score in this one. Back in a minute. This is Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
No matter what, every morning, farmers go to work, doing what needs done. The work is unforgiving. The days are long, real long. They nurture, they grow, they harvest. When the day is done, sell the fruits of your labor to your neighbors on Town Screen.
Hi, I'm Susie Cahill, Director of Healthy Dent County Fitness Center. Are you looking for a place to begin your journey to better health? Come inside. Never in my life have I been in another atmosphere where everyone was so friendly and eager to help others. It's not just the staff, it's the members. They're so passionate about what they do and so excited to help you. If you're ready to begin your journey to better health, come by and see us.
We welcome you back to the baseball field complex. April 17th is our date. More than halfway through the month of April. The pitch comes in to Carson Barrett. It's a little bit high. Carson playing left field today. Tigers trying to get the bats on track, but nobody's got a hit. There's a strike. Couple of line outs in this game, but hardest hit ball for Roy Stevens. The pitch Check swing. He went around. Tried to hold back. Carson on that up and in pitch. Umpire said he committed. Quickly 1-2. The pitch from Anderson. A little bit low. Took a little something off that curveball. Couldn't get Carson to chase it. 2-2 the count. And the 2-2 fastball right down the middle. Strike 3 call. Carson did not pull the trigger on that one. He's down on strikes. 4th strikeout for Anderson. And Trey Richter will stand in. He popped out to the shortstop his first time. Well, nobody's going to have a perfect game, that's for sure, but we have 2 no-hitters going. Pitch from Anderson coming home. There's a swing and a miss. Good hard fastball, about letter high. Like Trey trying to go to left center, they do give him a bit of a gap there or the left field line. The pitch comes in, down and in. Off-speed pitch, broke down right at the back leg of Richter. 1-1 to count. Anderson brings it in. Fastball and a swing and a miss. Maybe even a little bit more of a slider right there. 1-2. Reese the sign. Anderson the pitch. Powell off to the left side. Nothing but sunshine. Beautiful day today. The 1-2 pitch coming in. There's a little pop fly again. That one may get out of play, and it will. Had Richter jammed up, fouled it off to the left side. Trey gets back in. Left-handed batter. He waits for Anderson, who gets the sign from Reese and will bring it right in. Way outside with the off-speed pitch. 2-2. Tried to curve. Never really got that one close. Two-two count. Wind blowing directly out to center field right now. The pitch. Strike 3 call on a borderline pitch on the outside corner. Richter called out on strikes. 5th strikeout for Anderson. That might have been a touch outside. Too close to take with 2 strikes. High school plate tends to be just a smidge wider. Moody up the plate. He walked his first time. Takes that one outside. 2 down here. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Nobody has scored. And the pitch comes in. A swing and a chopper towards short. Coming on, making a play, throwing in time is the shortstop, Parker Holden. And down in order go the Salem Tigers here in the 3rd. 1, 2, 3. We play 3 innings. We'll come back with the top of the 4th. And that key word today for the wonderful stadium blanket, sponsored by Representative Ron Copeland. When we return in 1 minute, this is Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
Southtown Furniture. Southtown, where the bargains are. We've got everything from furniture to appliances. Quality floor covering. We won't be undersold, you'll see. To you, that is our guarantee. Southtown Furniture, where the bargains are.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
Check out these spring specials at K&H Auto Supply. You'll find True Fuel Pre-Mix 2-Cycle Fuel $7.49, Body Glove Seat Covers for $32.99, No Spill 5-gallon gas can for $36.99, and a Carbon XT Lightning Cable Charger for $19.99. K&H Auto Supply here in Salem.
Park City. Yeah, Park City. Park City.
Welcome back, Salem High School Baseball Field Complex. As you see on your screen, if you're streaming with us on the video side, the key word today is slugger. 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 We haven't had too many sluggers here today, but that is the key word today for the blanket. So to remember, go to our homepage at KSMORadio.com. Go to the nice stadium bag that holds your stadium blanket that's up in our top right corner on our page. Click on that. It'll take you to a form if you know what your name is and an email address or phone number and the keyword slugger. You can enter and maybe win yourself a nice stadium blanket. There's a base hit in the right center field, and he's going to try for two is Reese, and he's going to make it. That ball was perfectly placed, but in the right center field by Gavin Reese, a leadoff double. And the no-hitter has been broken there. Reese went down and got that fastball and drilled it out in the right center field. Cade Moody got to it, but Reese, who's got good speed, made that turn. Never slowed down at all, and he was on his way into second base. So Cal Ackland will stand in. He shoots this one toward right. That's going to fall in front of Howard for a base hit. Here comes Reese, and they're going to hold him up. Howard throws it into second base. So the first two have reached. That pitch was a high fastball. Cal Ackland just took it in the right center, actually in the right field. Didn't try and overhit it, just making contact. Parker Holden stands in. He struck out his first time. Ackland running, and Sanders, who probably wasn't going to throw it, but couldn't fake it because the ball came out of his glove. So Ackland with a stolen base. Has runners at second and third. I really don't know what this discussion is about. They're going to have a pinch runner. That's what they're going to have. So coming in to run. Kyle Roberts running. So Ackland being run for by Roberts. Pitch comes home, popped up on the infield. Stevens has it. That's not an infield fly because it is not a force play. And Roy catches it and then backpedals a couple steps. So Holden pops out. That's a big out. And Jaden Anderson will stand in. So a pop-up with runners at second and third. No advancement. One down for Anderson. He lined out softly to Richter. The pitch he fouled. Oh, no, he's throwing deep in the right. Howard battling it. Gets it. Comes home with it. And it is not cut off. And a run will score. Jane Anderson shot that one down the right side. And I thought it might blow foul. But actually the wind actually kept that one fair. And Cash Howard made a good play. But it is a sac fly. 1-0 Mountain View as Reese scores. A good throw by Howard. And Hoyt Lehman will stand in. Mountain View has not waited for pitches. They've been hitting the first pitch. There's another short fly ball in the right field. Howard's going to have to come in a hurry. He does not get there in time. Runner goes to second base, and Sanders does not throw it. As the throw came home, was not cut off. So Lehman with a base hit, he just kept on going as Roberts pulled up at third base. First, would have been first and third had the throw been cut off, but it was not. Came all the way to Sanders, but Hayden did not throw it to second base. He just held on to it, which might have been a very smart play. Eli Moore standing in. He grounded into a double play his first time. Du Bois brings in the curve, and it's up and in. So Mountain View has a double on the first pitch, a base hit on the first pitch, a sac fly on the first pitch, another base hit on the first pitch. That pitch comes in, a strike on the inside corner. That looked to be a little bit too far inside, but Caden got the call. 3 hits in this inning for Mountain View. They lead at 1-0. The 1-1 There's a line drive into center field. That's a base hit, and that's going to go all the way to the fence. Moody gets over there, can't cut it off in time. He will hold Moore to a double. It's 3-0. That ball was up, and Moore ripped that ball in the left center field. 2 runners scored. Ball had a lot of topspin. It hit and just shot off the grass and got past Caden Moody out towards left center field. That thing was like a super ball out there when it hit, and it took off. That ball was crushed by Moore. 3-0 Mountain View. And Noah Hendricks will stand in. Well, Du Bois, who had kind of kept Mountain View on their heels a little bit batting, has not fooled anybody in this inning. The ball's been hit pretty good except for Holden's pop-up. So Hendricks will stand in from the left side. 3 runs in, 4 hits in the inning. The pitch, swing and a miss on a high fastball. Du Bois working from the stretch, brings in another one. That one's outside. The 0-2, I should say 2-0, and that one's a little bit low. 2-1, should say. Excuse me. Working rapidly. The pitch to Hendricks and a pop-up, drifting out of play, and it will go behind the Tiger dugout. Two the count, 2 down. 3 runs in, 3-0 Mountain View. We're in the 4th inning. Pitch from Du Bois, up and in. 3-2. Titus Jester is on deck. Du Bois looks in, ready, brings it. Swing and a miss, he struck him out. The strikeout is number 4 for Du Bois, but 3 runs on 4 hits. No errors. 1 man left. We've now played 3.5. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's Mountain View 3, Salem nothing. We'll come back in a minute. This is Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
When I meet a new loan customer, I try to drop everything that I was working on prior to them coming in my office and focus directly on what their needs are at the time, whether it be a new car, their first house. I focus directly on what they are telling me and what they are needing. And it doesn't matter if it's a small $1,000 loan or a $200,000 house. I try to treat every client the same.
At your locally owned Country Mart, our standards are high because we know yours are. Our meat is cut fresh daily in-house, and our professional meat associates are always ready to help you find what you're looking for or cut specifically how you want. See our produce associates on how to pick out the best fruits and vegetables. Quality in a deli means fresh, full of flavor, and always delicious. If you're craving fresh baked goodness, we have that too. You can find what you're looking for fast and easily at the best prices with friendly service at Country Mart, your hometown grocery store in Salem.
Well, Cal Ackland, who checked out of that game in the 4th inning, I guess went to warm up. He's now pitching. Anderson pitched 3 innings, no hits, no runs, no earned runs, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. Ackland comes on as Mountain View has that 3-0 lead. Of course, Anderson doesn't qualify for the win. That's just kind of sucks. Didn't give up a hit and you're pulled. Anyway, all the good for the team. It's all about the team. Throw down to second base by Reese. Trickles out into center field. So a couple of changes. We mentioned Ackland going from third to pitch. Shortstop Parkland now plays third. Jaden Anderson, who was the pitcher, now it's shortstop. So there you go. Caden Du Bois will lead things off. Salem down by 3 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Pitched low and away, ball 1. Reese led off with a double. Ackland got a base hit. Fly by Jaden Anderson. Hoyt Lehman with a base hit and a double by Eli Moore. That drove in 2. Pitch to Du Bois. Low, 3-0. Ackland dropped his hat. Cal Ackland. The sign from Reese. Brings it in. There's a strike. Winds are picking up a little bit directly out of the northwest. 3-1 comes home. Swing and a foul. 3-2, nobody out. Leadoff batter Caden Du Bois will be followed by Owen Hamilton and Roy Stevens. We're in the fourth inning. Ackland, the sign. He's ready. Here it comes. Line drive foul by Caden down the left field line. Du Bois gets back in. Right-handed batter right on top of that plate. The 3-2 pitch from Cal Ackland. Here it comes. And a high fly ball in the deep left field. That ball has a chance. That ball is gone. A home run by Caden Du Bois as he got one up into that wind. That one might have gone out on its own anyway, but that one definitely hit high and hard, and it cleared the fence by a good margin. And it's 3-1. So Du Bois got a pitch to his liking, got it into that wind. That ball just took off down the deep left field. Left fielder went back, and all he could do was watch it hit the top of the hill behind left field. So Tigers get their first hit. It happens to be a four-bagger. Hamilton, who grounded out to first his first time, stands in. Pitch a little bit outside. So Ackland comes in, the first man he faces, takes him deep. Owen Hamilton waiting. Stevens on deck, the pitch. That's high, 2-0. Well, Anderson, who had not given up a hit, walked a couple. Pulled from the game for Cal Ackland, who promptly gives up the first hit for the Salem Tigers. There's a smash base hit into left field by Hamilton. Got one on the inside edge. He turned on it, drilled it past the third baseman, Parker Holden, and man at first base with nobody out for Roy Stevens. Stevens hit a line drive back in the second inning, probably the hardest hit ball until Du Bois hit the home run at that time by Salem, but it was right at Lucas Frazier. Hamilton with a short lead. Big hole in that right side. Pitch to Stevens. Swing and a miss. Ball was up. Roy missed it. Pretty much straight away for Stevens. Infield and outfield. They do give him a little bit of right center. Ackland looks back. And now time is called. 0-1 to count to Roy Stevens. Run in here in the bottom of the third. 3-1 our score. Hamilton at first base. New buddy out. Pitch to Stevens. Swing and a miss on the curve. Quickly 0-2. Ackland looks into Reese. Working from the stretch. Brings it. Just a little high. 1-2. Roy's kind of at the mercy of the umpire on that one. That was very close. Hamilton a short lead at first. Leaning a little bit. Pitch from Ackland coming. Curveball and a swing and a miss. As Stevens tried that late swing on the curveball, and he goes down on strikes. First strikeout. for Mr. Cal Ackland. So Sanders will stand in. Batting from the right side. Pitch. High pop-up on the infield. Who wants it? Will the wind blow it out of play? And no, but it falls in between three Mountain View Liberty Eagles. Ackland got over there. The catcher Reese got over there, and so did Parker Holden, but nobody could come up with the ball. Like most balls, when that ball goes up like that, it's going to spin back towards the playing field. And most players don't play that backspin. Fools them quite a few times. An 0-1 count. The pitch to Hayden Sanders. Curveball outside, 1-1. Hope Hayden can make that one hurt a little bit. That falls between three guys. No error charge. Nobody touched it. Ackland brings it home. That's a strike on the outside corner. Hayden wanted to go to right field. That would have been the perfect pitch to do it with, but not what he was looking for. 1-2 to count. Cal Ackland looks at Hamilton, brings it home. It's in the dirt, gets away from the catcher Reese, but Owen Hamilton does not try and advance. Two and two to count, one down, run in on the home run by Du Bois. The pitch from Ackland, swing and a miss. Took a little something off. Sanders swung right through it. He's down on strikes. 2 strikeouts now for Ackland. 7 in the game for Mountain View, and standing in is Cash Howard. Howard from the left side has that big hole where they're holding on Hamilton. The pitch, a swing and a miss. Wind now blowing back directly out to left. Ackland checks the runner. Brings it home. That's high. Fastball up. 1-1. Blake Edwards is on deck if Cash can keep it going. A run in here in the bottom of the 4th. 3-1 Mountain View. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Don't forget our keyword, slugger, for that wonderful stadium blanket. Keyword, slugger. That stadium blanket being brought to you as a courtesy of Ron Copeland, giving away a whole bunch of those. Pitch, swing, and a miss on an inside fastball. Howard down on strikes. Ackland strikes out the side, but the Tigers get 1 run on 2 hits. No errors, a man left. We've now played 4. 3-1 Mountain View will come back in 1 minute. This is Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire. Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where are you going?
Relationships. It's not just being on a first-name basis. It's a partnership built on trust. This is Scott Ball, president of the Bank of Salem. Since 1883, the Bank of Salem has been serving our local community with the kind of personal service and professionalism that builds relationships. We've earned the trust of our customers with over a century of strength and stability. It's changing our name or compromising customer service. Stop by one of our 2 locations in Salem, visit our website, or download our free mobile app. The Bank of Salem, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
We go to the 5th inning. Du Bois back to the hill for the Salem Tigers. 3-1. Came with a 4 strikeout day. He has given up 4 hits. All 4 came in the 4th inning. No walks. And he will face Chester, Frazier, and then Reese. Don't forget our keyword, slugger, for that stadium blanket. Sponsored by Representative Ron Colpin. The keyword is slugger. So go to our website, ksmoradio.com. Go to our homepage. It's really easy to find. There's a nice bag that holds that stadium blanket. It's up in the top right-hand corner. Click on it. Go in and put your name and a way that we can contact you, either phone number or email address, and the keyword. That's key, is to get the keyword. Keyword is slugger. If you put that all in there, you qualify for a stadium blanket, courtesy of Ron Copeland. We're giving away 2 of them this week. We got 2 broadcasts. That'll be streamed. Giving away 4 already. And a 5th one was drawn today. I don't remember who got that. Who got that draw? Mr. Leathers, I think. 2-1 to count. Fastball outside. 3-1. The boys in need of a strike, doesn't throw one. Throws the ball down and in. His first walk of the game. To Titus Chester. Lucas Frazier will stand in. Lucas struck out his first time up. Hamilton will hold on. Chester. Frazier from the right side waits. Du Bois brings it. He wants to bunt for it right back into the screen. Fencing here at Salem High School. Sanders gets his glove back on. Stretched by Du Bois, checks the runner, steps off. Salem at St. Clair tomorrow. Varsity only game tomorrow. 4:30 start time. It's a nice fastball for a strike. Quickly 0-2 to Lucas Frazier. Top of the order, Gavin Reese waits on deck. 0-2 to count. Curve, swing and a miss. More like maybe a slider. Frazier chased it up high. 5th strikeout for Du Bois. Could have been a hard curve or a slider. I'm not sure. He throws a cutter or a slider. Ball was up, was tailing away. Reese has doubled and struck out and scored. That's just high. Ball 1. And a little bit away, according to the umpire. Chester with a short lead at first. He has not made any attempt to dash to second. Pitch comes home and a swing and a miss. A good cut by Reese. 1-1. Reese doubled into right center field to lead off the 4th. It came around to score on a fly ball by Jaden Anderson. 1-1 to count. The pitch. There's a swing and a miss. Throw to first base. Not in time. One and 2 to count. The leadoff hitter, Gavin Reese. Cal Ackland is on deck. The pitch, swing and a foul on both would have been a ball. It's way up in the eyes of Gavin Reese, and he fouled it straight back. Look, he's trying to poke that ball to right field. Outfield straight away for Gavin Reese. As the 1-2 comes home, that's high. Didn't chase it that time. 2-2. 5th inning action here at Salem High School Baseball Field Complex. KSMO Media with Tiger Baseball. The pitch, swing and a miss on a high fastball. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Du Bois as Reese helped him out there. And Cal Ackland will step in. He's reached on an air. He's singled. He's stolen a base and scored a run. Well, he didn't actually score. The pinch runner Roberts did, but his position scored the run, and a strike is called. Ackland singled on a high pitch to right field his last time up. Pitch, there's another fly ball in the right center field. Howard, it's over his head. He's misplayed it. He gets it back in. It's going to be second and third with 2 down. Cash Howard misplayed that ball. That ball got up in the air a little bit. I think the wind might have blown it away from him. But it'll be a double for Ackland. Chester will pull up at third base, and Parker Holden is at the plate with 2 on, 2 out. Cash got a good jump on that one, but then when he got to where he thought the ball was, it was over his head. And there's a pop-up on the infield. Who's calling for it? Roy Stevens makes the catch, and that retires the side. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. We have now played 4.5. To the bottom of the 5th we go. It's Mountain View 3, Salem 1. In 1 minute, this is Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
I'm Dr. Tiffany Bland with Salem Memorial District Hospital. Recently, there have been many changes within our local clinics and hospitals, and you may find yourself looking for a new provider for your children. At SMDH, we would like to reach out to the community to let you know that we do see patients of all ages. Most of our providers are family practice, which means that we have been trained to see well-child visits as well as sick visits. Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
Duncan Family Chiropractic provides chiropractic care to everyone from newborn to elderly. Dr. Duncan treats wellness, sports injuries, chronic ear infections, pregnancy, and more. Ask Dr. Duncan about your full line of supplements, including Juice Plus and standard processed supplements, as well as pain relief, BioFreeze products.
We go to, there we go. Maybe we should turn the microphone up. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's 3-1 Mountain View. Don't forget, we like to remind you about that keyword. It's slugger. Slugger is our keyword today. And don't forget, register for that absolutely free stadium blanket. It's a great blanket. It's insulated, and it is weather resistant, and it's fantastic. It comes in its own carrying bag, a drawstring bag. You just take it out, unravel it, put it on the ground, have yourself a picnic, or if it gets cold, turn it over and wrap yourself up in it. Yeah, it works great. Check it out. All courtesy of State Representative Ron Copeland. For our KSMO Media stream games, we're giving away one of those bags. So you can sign up as many times as you want, but only one time per game. So you got 3 more chances after today. Today, and I think 3 more stream games. I think what we have. Want to know the count to Blake Edwards, who's leading it off. Blake struck out his first time, facing Cal Ackland this time. The 1-0. There's a line drive, 1 hop to the shortstop. Grabbing that one to throw across in time by Jaden Anderson. Anderson kind of played that one off to the side. Got the hop and threw out Edwards. 6-3 on the putout, and Carson Barrett stands in. Barrett, right-handed batter. They give him all a right center field. Playing fairly deep all the way around. And the Tiger hitter takes a strike. Carson struck out his first time. 8 Tigers have gone down on strikes in this game in 4 innings. Pitch, swing and a miss. 0-2. Need to make contact out there. Make them throw you out. The 0-2 pitch by Cal Ackland. It's on its way. Outside and low. Salem with 2 hits in the game. Mountain View at 6. 3-1 our score. The pitch right down the middle. Carson took it. He's called out on strikes. 4th strikeout now for Ackland. And we're going to have another pitching change. So Ackland will check out. He'll go back to third. Parker Holden will go back to short, it looks like. And Hoyt Lehman, here in the bottom of the 5th with 2 out will come into pitch. So Ackland now is back at third base. Holden goes back to short. And now Jaden Anderson, who started the game out pitching, is now at first. So basically right now we just have a switch for the first baseman and the pitcher from the original lineup. So Ackland back at third. Anderson went from pitch to first. Actually went from pitch to short to first. Parker Holden went from short to third to short. And Ackland went from third to pitch to third. And the outfield, well, they're congregated in center field just looking in. They haven't budged at all. 2 out here. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. So Ackland comes in. He has nobody on base. Pretty amazing. He's pitched 1 2/3 innings, no hits. And Richter will stand in. I guess he's going to face the lefty. You don't normally see this in high school ball. Ackland gave up 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned. No walks and 4 strikeouts. He could be the winner in this game. So the lefty will come in, Hoyt Lehman. And Hoyt right now is pitching the Giants. He'll have to be about 11-3 because his pitches have been up in the eyes of the catcher. So Trey Richter will stand in. Nobody on, nobody out. That was an easy line for Ackland to figure. He's not responsible for anybody. Ain't nobody on. So a 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Richter will stand in. The first pitch almost hits him in the head. Ball right at his noggin. And Trey ducks down, and ball missed the bat as well, and it's 1-0. Lehman looks in. That one is high. 2-0. 3-1 our score. Lehman, next one, up and in. 3-0. Not sure the strategy of bringing him into the game after Ackland just looked like he found his groove. I don't know how many games they have this week, and they may be trying to save pitchers. The pitch, way high, ball 4. 4-pitch walk on the new pitcher that just came in, Lehman. With a name like Hoyt, he should be throwing a knuckleball. In honor of Hoyt Wilhelm, which I know is who he is named after. So Cade Moody stands in. He's walked, grounded out. Pitch comes in. That's a strike. First strike thrown by Lehman. Cade making him throw a strike. Wind blowing out toward left field. Richter at first base. Tying run at the plate. The pitch comes home. Outside and low. Lehman does not throw hard. But the Tigers really struggled at Thayer against Pitts, who did not throw hard. To Moody. Here it is. Swing and a tapper foul off his foot. Caden finding out the hard way with a baseball-sized hail would feel like it would hit your foot. Drilled that one right off. It looked like his instep. He's in the hole 1 and 2. He's trying to shake it off. It puts a numb feeling in your foot. Takes a few minutes to get all the feeling back. 1 and 2 to count. 2 down. Runner first base. Moody waits. Hoyt Lehman looks in and brings it in. in the dirt, gets away from the catcher, Reese, back to the screen, and Richter just meanders down to second base. So 2-2 the count. Runner at second base. Moody at the plate. Base hit. Can make it 3-2. Center fielder Moore really cheating in. Now Moody wanted to call time, but now doesn't. Pitch almost hits him and goes back to the screen. Another wild pitch. And that will put Richter at third base. So Lehman struggling to find that strike zone. He's only been able to get the ball near the plate twice. Pitch comes home. Low and away. It's a wild pitch, and Moody will go to first base on the walk, his second of the day. And Caden Du Bois, who hit a home run here back in the fourth inning to lead it off, stands in. Du Bois got a changeup from Cal Ackland right down the middle, and he deposited it over the left field wall with plenty of room to spare. Wind also blowing out toward left center. Pretty shallow in left field for Frazier after this guy hit a home run. Pitch comes in. That ball's high. Moore fairly shallow in center. You'd think with a 2-run lead, you play a little deeper just to make sure the ball didn't get over your head and allow the tying run to score. The pitch, swing and a miss on one up and in. Caden took a whack at it. The ball probably would have been ball 2. Ball tailing in on a right-handed batter from the lefty, Hoyt Lehman. He's a southpaw. Pitch outside, throw to second base. Nope, not going to be made as Moody steals the bag. Just threw back to the pitcher. The tying run at second. Lead run at the plate. In Du Bois, 2-1 count. The pitch in the dirt gets away. Here comes Richter. He's going to score to make it 3-2 on a wild pitch. The third of the inning by Lehman, and Moody moves to third base. He's there with 2 down. He's the tying run. Three wild pitches by Lehman move Richter from first all the way to third. And of course, he walked to put him on base. 3-1 count to Du Bois. Here comes way outside. Ball 4. 3 walks for the new hurdler, Hoyt Lehman. And we may have another pitching change. And it looks like we are going to have a pitching change. It looks like Ackland's going to go catch. And it looks like Gavin Reese is going to go to the hill. I would just be guessing with that, but I'm pretty sure that looks to be the case. So 2 on, 2 down, a run is in, 3-2. Mountain View on top as they get ready to make this pitching change. So let's see where everybody else goes. Starting to run out of room on the score sheet here. So Lehman is at first base here in the bottom of the 5th, and he just came in. Jaden Anderson's out at the mound, who was playing first base and shortstop, and Cal Ackland, who was at third. Well, if he's going to go catch, we're probably going to see Anderson go back to short and Holden go back to third, but I'm guessing. So Reese will go to the plate. Yeah. So Reese here in the bottom of the 5th will go to the hill. We know Reese can throw hard because he's the catcher. He knows he can throw fastballs. How accurate? Well, let's put it this way. I don't know if he made the throw to second base in the air the whole time throwing it down. Ackland is getting suited up to do the catching. So here in the bottom of the fifth, Cal Ackland will go behind the plate. Reese is warming up. And again, everybody kind of waiting. Let's go ahead and take a 30-second break and come back. This is Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
If you have the audacity to believe a financial advisor should talk with you, not at you.
If you believe access to your financial advisor should be a right, not a privilege.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and Think Time make a difference.
Join us.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
Welcome back, Salem High School Baseball Field Complex. You know, it takes a lot of sponsors to make it possible for us to do this, and some of those sponsors are J&D Automotive, Denton County Vet Clinic, Aligned by Design Health Center, and Hometown Mechanical, and Zane and the gang over at Ozark Overhead Door with our scorebug. We appreciate everybody. It makes it possible for us to bring you these games and events here locally. I want to thank all of them. All the commercials you see and everything else that really makes it all possible. So Anderson stays at shortstop. Parker Holden at third base. Ackland is now catching. Reese now pitching. And the guy who was pitching, Hoyt Lehman, back at first base. Pitch comes home, low and away to Hamilton. 3 walks in the inning. After 2 are out, when they change pitchers, Lehman's given up 1 run. Hamilton could tie it with Moody at third base. Du Bois is at first. Hamilton has a base hit today in the left field. Owen waits. Pitch from Reese. High, 2-0. Richter scored on a walk and 3 wild pitches. Moody stole a base and went to third on a wild pitch. He's there now. And Du Bois at first base. First and third. 2 down. A run in. 2-0 to count to Hamilton. Fastball strike on the outside edge. Gavin Reese. Right-hander looks into Ackland, gets the sign. Pitch to Hamilton, check swing. No throw to second base as Du Bois goes down there. And he went around on that. 2-2. Lead run is at second base. Tying run at third. The 2-2 to Hamilton from Reese. In the dirt, gets away. Here comes Moody. He's going to score as Ackland can't find the ball. And we're tied at 3. Breaking ball hit the dirt and escaped Ackland. Moody was waiting for that ball to come loose. He had come down the line. He ties the game at 3-3. Du Bois now over to third base. 3-2 on Owen Hamilton. Now the lead run setting at third base. Reese looks in from the stretch to Hamilton. Fastball high. Ball 4. 4th walk. All with 2 outs in this inning. And Roy Stevens will stand in. Well, you kind of have to think, why was Ackland taken out? You must think that they got 3 or 4 games this week, and they're trying to save on pitching. But wow. Hamilton will steal second base. They didn't really even look over there to throw to first. Owen had a running lead before he even threw the ball. Stevens takes a strike. Next one, that's high, 1-1 to Roy Stevens. Stevens lined out to left, struck out. Straightaway infield, straightaway outfield for Roy Stevens. Wind blowing out to left center. The pitch comes home, and a high pop-up, straight up in the air. It may stay in play. Ackland trying to find it, can't. That ball curled right back with the wind and came back toward the infield and falls harmlessly to the grass. There's an art to those pop-ups. The art is to get out near the line and let it stay in front of you and let it curl back to you. But you have got to read it off the bat quickly. 1-2 to count to Stevens. The pitch to Roy. Here it is. Way high and away. Gets away. Here comes the runner trying to score, and he is out. They called him out, though I think Du Bois jumped over the glove and touched the plate. But they're going to call him out. 2-1 on the putout. So ball got away. Ackland got it to the pitcher low enough. And Du Bois kind of did a jump over the catcher as he reached for, jump over the pitcher as he reached for him. It looked like he touched the plate, but to no avail. So 2-1 on the final putout as Stevens had no chance to hit that one, but Tigers tie the game with 2 runs in the 5th inning. They do so without the benefit of a hit. 4 walks, 4 wild pitches in the inning, and there was 1 man left. We have now played 5. 3-3 our score. This is Tiger Baseball on KSMO. Back in a minute.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm for life.
Every project is different, which is why Salem Truss uses modern engineering software to design, then construct quality trusses for your home, barn, or business. The size of the job doesn't matter, but the quality of the work does, which is why Salem Truss will deliver their trusses anywhere. Proud to support the Salem community, they're open Monday through Thursday from 7:30 to 4:30 and Friday from 7:30 until 11. For more information, call Salem Truss at 729-9276.
3-3 our score. Bang, bang play at home plate, and from our angle, and I know the umpire, when the ball went to the right of the catcher and back to the screen, moved to the left, taking him in the worst angle he could have seen at the plate. But Caden Du Bois did a heck of a dive over and touched the plate with his hand before being tagged. We could see it pretty clearly here, but unfortunately for the umpire, he could not. He was on the other side. And he called Du Bois out. A heck of a try, though, by Caden. 2-1 on that putout to end the inning. So Lehman came in, gave up 2 runs, 3 walks. He had 3 wild pitches. Curveball in for a strike as Du Bois back to the hill facing Jaden Anderson. Next one, that's high, 1-2. Anderson, Lehman, and Moore. 6th inning, 3-3 our score. Pitch comes home. Swing and a foul tip. Just got a piece of it. So it's Stevens at the plate. The wild pitch goes back to the screen. Give a lot of credit to Cal Ackland getting back there and just flipping it to home plate low. So Reese coming in, grabbed that ball about 8 inches off the ground at home plate and then applied the tag, but Du Bois had already jumped over the glove with his hand, put his hand back, touched the plate, but the umpire on the left side couldn't see that. And a pop-up on the infield, Du Bois calls for it, makes the catch. Anderson pops out, and Hoyt Lehman will stand in. So Salem, with nothing happening in the 5th inning, gets 4 walks. Fortunately, no RBIs as wild pitches brought in the runs. Swing and a miss. 4 wild pitches for Lehman. 2 earned runs, 3 walks. As Salem ties it. The pitch comes in, a swing and a miss. So Cal Ackland leaves the game, and the Tigers, who had hit a home run, a single off him, but then he had settled down, were able to get a rally start against Hoyt Lehman. And a swing and a miss, and a good curveball. Hoyt Lehman down on strikes. He singled his last time up. 7th strikeout for Caden DuBois, and Eli Moore stands in. Eli doubled into left center on a ball up. He also grounded into a double play Richter to first base. As he grounded up the middle, Richter got it, stepped on the bag, and threw across. Pitch comes home. That's just outside. Top of the 6th inning, 3-3 our score. In the bottom of the 6th, it'll be Steven Sanders and Cash Howard. That pitch missed on the, well, just nicked the outside corner. Pitch from DuBois. Fastball. That looked better than the last one. But it's called a ball, 2-1. Right center field is the open field right now for this hitter, Eli Moore. Swing and a miss on one up in his eyes. Ball was breaking in on him, and Moore tried that uppercut swing and one up and in. 2-2, 2 down. DuBois ready. Here comes fastball, or I should say a slider, and he struck him out. That are a super hard curve, and Moore goes down on strikes to retire the side. Down in order goes Mountain View. Good pitching by Caden DuBois. He had that one rough inning, but he has settled back in, and after 6 innings of pitching, he has done a yeoman's job with 8 strikeouts here for the Salem Tigers. Nothing across for Mountain View in that 6th inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's still 3-3. Back in a minute. This is Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
Your legacy. Protect it, prosper, and pass it on. Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, specializes in real estate planning, probate, family law, and business law. A Salem native, Stephen Patterson provides comprehensive representation to clients throughout southern Missouri. If you need assistance, contact Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, at 573-453-2529.
Roy Stevens stands in to lead it off, takes one on the outside corner, way far on the outside corner for a strike. That ball's off the plate. Roy's at the plate when DuBois was tagged out trying to score. The pitch, that's high with a fastball. Don't forget to get that word in. Slugger, that is the key word. To qualify for that wonderful stadium blanket sponsored by Ron Copeland. Pitch is low and outside, so make sure you go to our KSMO Radio website. They're at the top right-hand corner on the drawstring bag holding that wonderful stadium blanket. Get your name in there, your phone number, or your email address, and the word slugger in the keyword. Here's a pop foul back and out of play on a fastball by Gavin Reese. 3-3 our score. Salem Tigers with 2 hits, but they've got 3 runs. Mountain View has 6 hits, 3 runs. 2-2, curve, strike 3 call. Stevens had a knee buckler right there. Dandy pitch by Reese. His first strikeout. Strikeout number 10 against the Salem Tigers. Hayden Sanders will stand in. Hey, don't forget, it takes a lot of sponsors to make it possible for us to bring you Tiger Sports. KSMO Media, we hope you do support those supporters. And tell them you heard it or watched it right here on KSMO Stream and KSMO Media. J&D Automotive, Denton County Vet Clinic, Aligned by Design Health Center, Hometown Mechanical. Just some of the great sponsors making it possible for us to bring you these games, including the Ozark overhead door on the scorebug. Thank you, Zane, and all the gang. The 0-1's a fastball outside. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. 3-3 our score. Gavin Reese on the hill. Pitching to Cal Ackland. The stretch, the pitch here comes. Right down the middle. Sanders taking. For Mountain View in their half of the 7th. It'll be the bottom 3 in the order. Hendricks, Chester, Frazier. 1-2 to count. 1 down. We're here in the 6th inning. The pitch, a foul straight back. That shakes my world, little country girl. I can just see the fence just a shaking away. Shake, shake, shake. 3-3 our score. Tomorrow, Tigers will be at St. Clair taking on the Bulldogs, a varsity-only matchup, 4:30, St. Clair High School field. The 1-2, check swing. Did he go? No. 2-2. Sanders checked up just in time. Ball in the hands of Gavin Reese. The sign in the hands of Cal Ackland. Here it comes. Fastball high. 3-2. 3-3 the score. 3 runs in the 4th inning for Mountain View. Salem got 1 run in the 4th on the homer by Du Bois and 2 runs in the 5th on walks and wild pitches. And that pitch is low. Sanders draws the walk. That is the 5th, make that the 7th walk Salem Tigers have gotten tonight. Today. Daylight still. All right. Cash Howard, who's walked and struck out, is in. 1 down, 1 on. Gavin Reese started this game as the catcher. In the bottom of the 5th inning, he came on to pitch. After Ackland went 1 2/3 innings, and Lehman went no innings, recorded with 2 runs, 3 walks, and 4 wild pitches. That ball up the middle to the third baseman, throw to first, high, not in time. And almost getting caught off second was Sanders. That ball hit by Howard off the pitcher. Reese went right to the third baseman. And barely able to do anything there was Parker Holden. He got the ball, couldn't get the ball out of his glove. It'll be a base hit for Howard. Going to second base, Sanders. Blake Edwards ready to step in. Sanders at second base. Ball hit Reese and then bounded right to third. So Edwards will stand in. 2 on, 1 down. Bottom of the 6th inning. 3-3 the score. Edwards and Carson Barrett have chances here against Reese as they throw back to second base and back in time. Sanders, he stayed on his feet. It's made it a little bit closer. Ball was high and tag applied by Jaden Anderson, who's playing shortstop now. Sanders with a lead. Pitch from Reese. That's high. Ball 1. Tigers only 2 hits in this inning until that one by 2 hits this inning. 2 hits in this game until Cash hit one off the pitcher. Ruled a base hit. 1-0. That's a strike on the outside corner. Base hit into the outfield could give Salem the lead. Sanders has got good speed. 1-1. Coming home. High. Almost back to the screen. Ackland with a good jump. Got that one. 2-1. St. Clair tomorrow for Salem, and they'll be home to face Mountain Grove on Thursday. 4:30 start times, both of those games. Varsity only tomorrow at St. Clair. The 2-1 coming in. There's a ground ball to the right side. Through a base hit. Here comes the lead run in to score to make it 4-3 as the throw comes to home. Ackland can't get it down. Howard down to third base on the base hit by Blake Edwards, just under the glove of the first baseman Lehman. An RBI single. Howard to third base. Sanders comes home. The throw by the right fielder Honeycutt came all the way through. Ackland wanted to throw to third, but couldn't field it cleanly. The ball hit his glove. He picked it back up after reaching down. So we're going to have another pitching change. And I think we're going to possibly have a pinch runner here for Salem as well. And a pinch hitter. We're going to have all kinds of new people join the game. So anyway, this is Parker Holden here in the bottom of the sixth inning. So he will move from shortstop to... So Crocker's going to run for Edwards. So Holden will go to the hill. We'll see who they put at shortstop. As he continues his warm-up. 4-3 Salem Tigers, a run in the fourth, a home run by Du Bois, 2 in the fifth on the benefit of walks by Lehman. And then here in the sixth, a walk to Sanders. Howard with a base hit off of Reese, and now Edwards with the RBI single. So Reese is now at third base. As the pitch comes in, that's high by Parker Holden. So Holden, the latest of the pitchers. First and third. Pitch. Smash. Fair. Down the first base line. One run is going to score, and the other man's going to go to third base. As Crocker, pinch running, goes all the way around to third as Cash Howard scores that ball right on the line on the base hit. Landon. So Landon Richter pinch hitting. Gets the hit and the RBI. Pitch to Trey Richter. Smash off the foot of Lehman, and he's going to reach. Another run's going to score. That ball was smoked right at the feet of Lehman. He couldn't handle it. It went off his glove into foul territory, and by the time he came back, Richter had already crossed first base, and a run Crocker had scored. 3 runs in. The Tigers lead at 6-3. I'm going to give him a hit on that. Landon Richter at second, Trey Richter at first base. A swing and a miss by Moody, an RBI there. So Tigers with 4 RBIs in this game, lead at 6-3 after trailing 3-0. Still only 1 out in the pitch, curveball outside. Stevens struck out looking. A walk to Hayden Sanders. Cash Howard got a base hit off the pitcher. Blake Edwards singled to right to drive in a run to give the Tigers the lead. That pitch on the outside corner, Moody didn't like it. 1-2. Then Landon Richter pinch hitting. Hit went right on the line. That went off the glove of Lehman. And then another one off the glove by Trey Richter. The pitch, Moody pops it foul down the right side, and it's caught by the first baseman. Tagging going to third base. And getting in there safely is Landon Richter, and going down to second base is Trey Richter as the ball got away from Gavin Reese. And they're going to call out Richter at second base. They said he did not tag on the pop fly. So he just went to second from his lead, did not go back to the bag, which I find hard to believe when a pop fly to first base. Where are you going? But that's what the umpire called. So the Tigers get 3 runs on a total of 4 hits. It was, well, considering the play now, no errors and 1 man left. We have now played 6. The Salem Tigers lead this one going into the 7th inning by a score of 6-3. We'll come back in a minute. This is Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
With tax season fast approaching, you might have some questions that you need answered. If so, give the Tax Masters a call. They have over 40 years of experience and can handle all types of accounting services plus certified e-filing. Don't ever let yourself be a slave to the IRS. Come and see Jackie or Beth at Tax Masters, located at 107 West 4th Street here in Salem, or call 729-3001.
1 run in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, 3 in the 6th. Salem has come back from a 3-0 deficit, and they lead it 6-3 over Mountain View. Reese came in, gave up 2 hits, had a walk. All 3 of the men he faced in this inning scored, and there's a pop fly on the infield. Trey Richter calls for it, makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out to Hendricks, who is leading it off. So 3 runs charged against Reese. And there's another ground ball, this one to Richter, and he trips over his own feet. So he got tangled up, and reaching is Jester. Trey went to throw the ball, and I don't know if maybe got his spike caught on a shoestring. I think that's exactly what happened. He's retying his one spike. I've seen some weird things. What do you want to rule that as? I guess swing and a miss to Lucas Frazier. I guess a hit. He didn't make an error. He didn't drop the ball. He didn't throw it badly. Just tripped over his own feet. Man at first base, 1 out. Here in the 7th inning, that pitch is low. Throw over, not in time. One and 2 to count. Lucas Frazier struck out twice. Dubois brings it, swinging a pop-up on the infield. Dubois comes in, makes the catch. 2 down. Gavin Reese at the top of the order step in. Well, Mountain View had a great 4th inning. They had 2 doubles, 2 singles, a sacrifice fly. They scored 3 times. Tigers got a run back in that 4th on a home run by Dubois. But then taking Ackland out of the game when he was cruising, they brought in Lehman. He walked 4 in a row, threw 4 wild pitches, and the Tigers tied it. And a swing and a miss by Reese. Then in the 6th inning, the Tigers got the lead. They scored 3 times. They lead 6-3. We're in the top of the 7th. 2 down. Man at first base. The pitch to Gavin Reese. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Tigers trying to go to 4-9, 2-3 in the SCA. Du Bois going all the way for the Tigers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. The Salem Tigers win this one by a score of 6-3 over the Mountain View Liberty Eagles. We'll take a 3-minute break and come back with stats from this one. This is Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
Terrell Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center in Salem. They offer full-service oil changes as well as $2 discounts on Tuesdays for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Citizen Day. Plus, Terrell Complete Auto Care can take care of all your auto and diesel repair needs. They offer free pickup and delivery in town. James and Sheena and the staff of Terrell Complete Auto Care are proud to support the Salem Tigers.
This is Mike Elliott from Town & Country Insurance. As an independent agent, we shop many different companies, allowing us to find the best value for our clients. Town & Country Insurance has been serving South Central Missouri since 1963. We have offices in Salem, Rolla, Licking, and Mountain Grove, and would welcome an opportunity to show you what we can do for you. Stop by 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank, or you can call our office at 729-6624.
No matter what, every morning, farmers go to work, doing what needs done. The work is unforgiving. The days are long, real long. They nurture, they grow, they harvest. When the day is done, sell the fruits of your labor to your neighbors on Town Street.
Hi, I'm Susie Cahill, Director of Healthy Dent County Fitness Center. Are you looking for a place to begin your journey to better health? Come inside. Never in my life have I been in another atmosphere where everyone was so friendly and eager to help others. It's not just the staff, it's the members. They are so passionate about what they do and so excited to help you. If you're ready to begin your journey to better health, come by and see us.
Southtown Furniture. Southtown, where the bargains are. We've got everything from furniture to appliances. Quality floor covering. We won't be undersold, you'll see. To you, that is our guarantee. Southtown Furniture, where the bargains are.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
Check out these spring specials at K&H Auto Supply. You'll find True Fuel Pre-Mix 2-Cycle Fuel $7.49, Body Glove Seat Covers for $32.99, No Spill 5-gallon gas can for $36.99, and a Carbon XT Lightning Cable Charger for $19.99. K&H Auto Supply here in Salem.
Park City. Yeah, Park City. Park City.
Hey, we want to thank all our sponsors that make it possible for us to bring you Tiger softball, baseball, all those events, our wonderful clinics, everything we have that do all the sponsorships. We really want to thank them. And that includes J&D Automotive, Denton County Vet Clinic, the Aligned by Design Health Center, Hometown Mechanical, Big Zane and the Ozark Overhead Door people with the scoreboard on the bottom that Ben just made the bases activate. He's amazing, that guy. Anyway, nonetheless, all of them that make it possible for us to bring you these sports. And, of course, to State Representative Ron Copeland for giving away the stadium blankets. That would be a good thing to have when it gets a little bit cooler this weekend. The key word is slugger. Go to our website at ksmoradio.com. Go click on the stadium blanket bag that's up in the top right-hand corner. Click on that. Go to our form. Put in your name. Put in a way to contact you, your phone number or an email address. And the key word is slugger. Slugger. And we had a slugger today in Caden Du Bois. He slugged one out of here for a home run. And the first home run we have seen all year by the Salem Tigers. And this one was not a cheap one by any way, shape, or form. We got all of it. A little bit of wind help, blew it way up on the hill, but no doubt about it, that ball was hit very well and might have made it out on its own anyway. So big hit to start the Tigers offense. which had not have a hit till that point. So they led off that fourth inning with a home run. We'll talk about that here in just a moment. Caden DuBois, though, not only did he swing a good bat, he pitched a good game. 7 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, 1 walk, 9 strikeouts. Mountain View got all their runs in the fourth inning against him when he had got a couple of balls up high, and they just turned and whacked him. Just one of those innings where you just, no matter what you throw, it just doesn't seem to work. He got through it, got out of it, gave up 3 runs, but the Tigers were able to fight back. And with a run in the fourth, 2 in the fifth, 3 in the sixth, they win it 6-3 today. Not a lot of hits in this game. 7 hits for Mountain View. Salem Tigers got 6 hits in the game, but they were given a total of 7 walks in this game, and all those walks came in the last 2 innings. Ooh, that's most of the walks, I should say. 5 of those walks came in the last 2 innings, and that's just brutal. And I know you get some hits in there as well, but walks just always seem to come back and bite you one way or another. So DuBois, 7 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, a walk, 9 strikeouts. For Mountain View, Anderson, 3 innings, no hits, no runs, no earned runs, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. Ackland came in at 1 2/3 innings, gave up 2 hits, 1 the home run by DuBois. That was a 1 earned run he gave up. He had 4 strikeouts. Then Lehman came in with 2 outs in the 5th inning, and the leadoff hitter Traden Richter, and he probably walked 4 in a row. I mean, to tell you, he walked 3 in a row. And then 4th man, Owen Hamilton, walked when Reese came in. So it just was a bad situation, and the only out recorded to end that inning was on a wild pitch in which DuBois actually was tagged out at home plate, at least was called out at home plate by the umpire. In our view, and we had a real good view of it, he actually had jumped over the tag, put his hand on the plate, did a great job avoiding that contact and the tag. Unfortunately, the umpire, who was on the wrong side with the wild pitch going to the right of the catcher on his throwing hand, the umpire moved to the left, which would be normal to allow the catcher to go find the ball, but he really needed to get back over to the right side so he could see the play of the plate. He did not, and it was screened out, and so he calls him out. But nonetheless, though, those 2 runs tied the game. And then Reese, who came on the pitch in the 6th inning, got the first man out, then walked Sanders, and then Cash Howard hit one off Reese for a base hit. Blake Edwards got a base hit to drive in a run and make it 4-3. The pitching change came in, and Holden came in. And then a base hit by Landon Richter, a base hit by Trey Richter, all driving in runs. And then Moody popped out into a double play, as it turns out, on a failed tag by Trey Richter, according to the umpire, and so he was called out at second base on the tag. 6-3, our final score. We'll go over all this in detail. Salem's Trey Richter, 1 for 3 in the game, scored a run, drove in a run. Caden Moody did not have a hit, but he had 2 walks in the game. He did score a run. Caden DuBois had a hit. It was a home run. He had 1 RBI in the game, scored a run. Owen Hamilton, a base hit. He was 1 for 2. Roy Stevens, 0 for 3 in the game. Hayden Sanders, 0 for 2 with a run scored, a key walk in that game. Cash Howard, 1 for 2 with a run scored. Blake Ed, 1 for 2 with a run scored and an RBI. Carson Barrett, 0 for 2 in the game. Landon Richter was 1 for 1 with an RBI. Big base hit for him. For the Salem Tigers, a total of 6 hits in the contest. Tigers didn't leave a lot of guys on in this game. Only 5 runners left on in the game. And for Mountain View, Cal Ackland had 2 hits, reached on air as well. So he was 2 for 3 in the game. 1 for 4 in the game was Gavin Reese. 1 for 3 in the game was Hoyt Lehman. 1 for 3 in the game was Eli Moore. And 2 in the game was Titus Jester. So 6 hits total for Mountain View in the contest. So Salem wins it by a score of 6-3. We'll take a 2-minute break, come back, and wrap things up here from the Salem High School baseball field and go over the scoring in this one. Tigers 6 and the Eagles 3. Back in 2 minutes. This is Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
When I meet a new loan customer, I try to drop everything that I was working on prior to them coming in my office and focus directly on what their needs are at the time, whether it be a new car, their first house. I focus directly on what they are telling me and what they are needing. And it doesn't matter if it's a small $1,000 loan or a $200,000 house. I try to treat every client the same.
At your locally owned Country Mart, our standards are high because we know yours are. Our meat is cut fresh daily in-house, and our professional meat associates are always ready to help you find what you're looking for or cut specifically how you want. See our produce associates on how to pick out the best fruits and vegetables. Quality in a deli means fresh, full of flavor, and always delicious. If you're craving fresh baked goodness, we have that too. You can find what you're looking for fast and easily at the best prices with friendly service at Country Mart, your hometown grocery store in Salem.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire. Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where are you going?
Relationships. It's not just being on a first name basis. It's a partnership built on trust. This is Scott Ball, president of the Bank of Salem. Since 1883, the Bank of Salem has been serving our local community with a kind of personal service and professionalism that builds relationships. We've earned the trust of our customers with over a century of strength and stability, never once changing our name or compromising customer service. Stop by one of our 2 locations in Salem, visit our website, or download our free mobile app. The Bank of Salem, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Salem Tigers win it 6-3. No scoring in the 4th inning. And then it was a leadoff double by Gavin Reese. Cal Ackland got a base hit, made it first and third. He stole second. Parker Holden popped out. Jaden Anderson had a fly ball to right. Cash Howard brought it in, but Reese scored to make it 1-0. And at that time, Ackland went to third. A base hit by Hoyt Lehman made it a 2-2. Nothing game. And then Ackland did not go to third on that fly ball. Then a base hit by Lehman made it first and third, and Eli Moore doubled in 2, made it 3-0. Kane Du Bois led off the 4th inning with a home run. Base hit by Hamilton, but nothing else was shaken. After 2 were down in the 5th inning, Trey Richter drew a walk. He went to second on a wild pitch. Cade Moody drew a walk. Then another wild pitch. Trey Richter went to third. Moody then stole second. And then another wild pitch brought in Trey Richter. A walk to Caden Du Bois. He stole second as Moody was at third after that wild pitch. And another wild pitch brought in a run. And that tied the game at 2-2. And then Du Bois on another wild pitch tried to score. He was thrown out at the plate. So at that time, we had a 3-3 ball game. Then the 6th inning, Andrew Stevens struck out. A walk to Hayden Sanders. A base hit by Cash Howard off of Gavin Reese. Blake Edwards then singled to right to drive in the game-winning run. Landon Richter singled in a run down the first base line off the first baseman's glove. Trey Richter virtually did the same thing. Smashed one off his foot into foul territory that drove in a run. And then Caden Moody popped into a double play to end the 6th inning. In the 7th inning, Du Bois going all the way, got a man on a pop-up. Jester then ground to short where Trey Richter kind of tripped over his own feet, caught his spike in his, looks like into his shoestring on his cleat for a base hit. Then Frazier popped out and Gavin Reese struck out, and the Tigers win it 6-3. They're 4-9 on the year. They're 2-3 in the SCA, and they will be at St. Clair tomorrow, 4:30, and that game will be on KSMO Radio, AM 1340, FM 95.7, and we'll stream the audio on KSMORadio.com and KSMO Stream Facebook page. Nice game for the Salem Tigers to come back from a 3-0 deficit. Want to thank Jim back at the station, Ben, for all the audio work. We do really appreciate all of you joining us. Again, if you are wanting to sign up for that wonderful drawstring bag that holds that wonderful stadium blanket, supported by Ron Copeland, the word is Slugger. Slugger. So if you're tuning in no matter when, remember you can register anytime, even when we play the games back. you can go ahead and put your name in and possibly be drawn for that winning selection. And again, that'll be done on Sunday night after we get done with the full week of play that week. So we hope you enjoyed the game tonight. We'll be at St. Clair tomorrow. No video tomorrow, but we will have video on Thursday when Salem hosts Mountain Grove. In the meantime, we got Cardinal baseball coming up shortly on KSMO. Have yourselves a great evening and good night from the high school baseball field.
Thank you for watching this KSMO media broadcast of Salem Tiger Sports. This game was brought to you by K&H Auto Supply, Salem Memorial District Hospital, Farm Bureau Insurance, Bank of Salem, Napa Mooney Auto Supply, Progressive Ozark Bank, Tax Masters, Southwest Baptist University, Salem Campus, Town & Country Insurance, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Edward Jones, Duncan Family Chiropractic, State Farm Insurance, Salem Trust, Southtown Furniture, Stephen Patterson, Attorney at Law, Townscreen, LLC, Living the Dream Outdoor Properties, Elwood Real Estate, Dent County Vet Clinic, Aligned by Design Health Center, Hometown Mechanical, Healthy Dent County, Ozark Overhead Door.